We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fast. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fast. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded at the 2. Oh, spinning away. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
There we go. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at. The 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lindsey, the undrafted free agent, had a great college career at Colorado, but what he did to start this season and the way he came out of the gate, really impressive.
And sometimes guys just fit NFL teams where maybe you didn't see it coming. Because Phil Lindsey, as you mentioned, had an excellent college career at Colorado, but different question marks from different teams about size. Can he do this? Can he do that? The answer is he can do just about everything, and especially as a big...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 49 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Kansas City sitting at 6-1, and they got to 6-1 in very convincing fashion with that 35-point win over the then 4-2 Bengals, a team that they'd lost 4 straight to going into that Sunday night affair. But Kansas City's rolling. This is a potential Super Bowl team, right?
It certainly is, and this team went 5-0 last year, then lost 6 of their next 7. I don't think they're in danger of doing that. I know people look at their defense and think, that's the weak link. But remember, they have pass rushers. That's always big because you can slow down a team that way. They take the ball away from people. They've been opportunistic over the years. So I think that, like Atlanta a couple years ago going to the Super Bowl with a subpar defense, this team can do the same. And last year's Super Bowl was decided by a defensive play when the score was 38-33. You just need one in a big ball game, and Kansas City has the guys who can get it for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Broncos offense taking the field again, but I want to talk about somebody on the defensive side, Von Miller. His quote before their Week 7 game, Charles, was, look, I wouldn't call this a must-win, but we're going to kick their behinds just to clean it up a little bit.
Couldn't wait to get to the desert and take on Arizona, could he?
Well, he was right, Von Miller. They thoroughly flummoxed rookie Josh Rosen, goaded him into throwing 2 pick sixes en route to that 35-point win.
Yeah, and Von Miller had 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery, so he backed up his words in a big way. Big win for Denver. They cannot afford any more slip-ups, though, because Kansas City and the Los Angeles Chargers playing awfully well. They do get their chance against Kansas City in Week 8 on the road in Arrowhead Stadium.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Keenum runs the sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Keenum on 1st down. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Chris Jones on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Keenum. Throw left side complete. That's Hamilton. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They run for it with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ace! Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll run it here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Keenum. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the red zone, it's Keenum. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, we got a second here. Let's take a peek around the league. What's coming up week 8. A couple big games as we near the halfway point of the season, Charles. I'm mainly looking at Philly and Jacksonville in London, and then New Orleans and Minnesota. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Philly and Jacksonville, both teams struggling right now. The Eagles have already lost 4 games. They lost 3 all of last season. Both of those teams need a win in a big way. New Orleans at Minnesota, the Saints are on a heck of a roll right now. They've won 5 in a row, but the Vikings quietly have won 3 straight and seem to be getting their footing on defense again. And how about Green Bay? They had the week off this past week. Big win over San Francisco at home on a Monday night. They now head out to face the 7-0 Rams in Los Angeles. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one. That is a big one indeed.
Aaron Rodgers, Todd Gurley, let's do this.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, this from 46. And McManus able to put it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive. until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Keenum. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco 1st down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of